Mind has no intention. Consciousness, mind, has no intention. This is a man-made word, intention. All words are man-made, but this is a word that completely misses the point of all of this. When you have an intent, you see, let me explain. I sit here with no intention. There's no intention. There's no intention to make money. There's no intention to write a book. There's no intention to give you some information. There's no intention. See? All these things may be taking place. All these things may happen. But there's no one here gaining from it. There's not. This particular mind will gain nothing from whatever happens. Gains nothing from whatever happens. Has gained nothing from whatever happened. There's no gain. See? There's nothing to inherit, to make. So therefore there's no intention to try and expand. What is happening here in this whole universe is that mind, which has no intention, because mind is intention, you see. What can you improve? What intention does your mind need to enhance your life? Whatever it is, it's not true, you see. And this can be materialistic things, physical things, forms, or it could be fantastical, imaginative things like God. I need to find God. There's an intention, you see. The intention, it means to have an intent. Everything is taking place with no intention. There is no outcome. There will never be an outcome. There will always be a continuation of this singular moment. And within it, movement. So let me explain what goes on. Let's look at it like, let's take you, a body, person. Mind. Everything is mind, you know. So there's a form that stands appearing as you. And this form may be walking in the fields, in the forests. And whatever attention mind is on is what is taking place, you see. So when you're walking through the forest and your mind is thinking about what you're going to do when you get home, you're not in the forest. The intention seems to be, the attention is on the home, and the intention is future. So I want to get to the future. I'm thinking about the future. I'm not really interested in this walk. So you're walking through the forest with your mind focused on the future. And then suddenly you stop and you see this wonderful, special tree. And you go, wow. Now your attention is not on the future, attention is now on the present moment. A tree. What a beautiful tree. Now what is taking place? You are mind. looking at a tree. And the tree is mind looking at you. But you think, mind thinks your version of mind, because you believe that you are this individual, independent one that's walking in the forest and it's all about you and this singular thing that you've become, are looking at the tree. Remember, everything is mind. The tree is mind, your mind, the sky is mind, the forest is mind, the future is mind, past is mind, everything is mind. So there is a moment when you look at the tree and you go, wow, look at the tree. But what is taking place there? What is actually taking place? How come this tree became so attentive? You had no intention of going in the forest to look for this particular tree, and this tree had no intention of waiting for you to come and look at it. But what is taking place is the tree is mind, you are mind, and you're looking at each other. Mind is looking at itself. Mind is looking at itself. You have a flavor of you being this one, but you're not this one, and you're not the tree. You're not this one, and you're not the tree, and you're not the forest. So where are you? Who is the one that appears to be looking at a tree? Mind, in its whole encompassing glory, is continually looking at itself with no intention. With no intention to improve itself, with no intention to judge itself, with no intention to become something other than what it already is. So where are you? Where are you within this? You person looking at tree and surrounding by forests, skies, earth. Space between you and the tree appears to be the only space that you're looking through to see each other. The space between the tree and you came first. See, the space where your attention came from future, what you're going to do at home, different space, you see, internal space, you're thinking. See, you're not in the forest. Your mind is on the future. So your space at that moment in time, the space between you and the thought of future, was a different space, you see. Suddenly this space appears. I did a video. Everything is seeing. The act of seeing. But seeing is a singular word, you see. So the moment before you existed, before you saw this tree and this tree looked at you, because there's no one way looking, you know. The tree caught your attention and you caught the tree's attention. No one looks at it like this. You see, you don't look at it like this because you think, no, I'm looking, I'm the one, I'm the witness, I'm looking. Yeah, you're the witness, but you're not that one, and you're not that one. You're the space. See, the pure witness is the space, and this space is all-encompassing consciousness, all-encompassing mind, all-encompassing universes, galaxies, whatever, form, formlessness, emptiness, nothingness. You are the space, you see? But you have the ability to see this space between you and the tree and in you. And then you have the ability to look to the future space a space that must be contained somewhere within. And you see this, you see, when you are thinking about the hairdresser, going to the hairdresser tomorrow, you are witnessing the hairdresser. Whether it's a word, a place, a thought, there is a space between you and the hairdresser that made this possible. The space comes first. The space is everything. So whatever this consciousness is, which you can never see, that is your truth. You see, you are the truth. You are every single space. Within the forms, out with the forms, as the forms, as formlessness, as time, as timelessness, as anything. This you and this tree could not take place until the space, the projected space between the two, could meet. So what does it mean, you see? It means that everything is happening spontaneously. It's not about you witnessing a beautiful tree. It is about the moment, the two minds, or the singular mind connected with itself to see itself, and it liked itself. The thought of going to the future, walking through the forest, these two minds of future and yourself created this, and it's good. It's mind looking at itself, and it liked what it saw. It liked looking to the future, which means nothing is wrong. They cannot do anything wrong. When we speak about reaching enlightenment in the present moment, whatever, it is another experience. It is another space. The space between this body and the person and experiencing a voice of God or enlightenment or an out-of-body experience is another projected space. The enlightenment comes first. The out-of-body experience comes first. The act comes first. Then it needs to find an actor and a cameraman. You see? The act comes and the actor and the scene and the camera roll in that order. This space in between and surrounding your body and the tree, that the only space that you are looking through is the projected between you and the tree, appears to be the only space that exists. But you are the space. You have just created yourself as a body and a tree. Every moment of the day you are creating new things to see. Through this, you can see through these things, and that is what is meant by oneness, you see. When you're enlightened, when you experience the space of enlightenment, you realize that you are the tree looking at the body. Also, you are the body looking at the tree. Also, you are looking through the body and through the tree as this space. I don't know if this makes any sense, but whatever your mind that you appear to be in a body, I am a person, I am a body, and I have a mind. I am thinking about that car that I'm going to buy tomorrow. The thought, the space of you going to see the car tomorrow came first. Your body came second. Alongside, at the same time, simultaneously, this new red Volkswagen Sport that you're going to buy. The thoughts drive everything. There's no intention. They come like bubbles popping in a bath. When you have an intention, it means you're trying to You think that you are in control. You, the person body, is in control, that you can create thoughts, that you can create physical forms, you can create anything in this world that's going to enhance your world. It's not true. That is the worst thing that you can think. When you get up in the morning with no intention, when you find yourself making the fire, there was no intention with making the fire. You happened to be cold and you made the fire. You didn't say, right, I'm going to make that fire and I'm going to get really hot and I'm going to get it up to this temperature. That is how we think in our conditioned everyday world, 90% of the day. Yeah, I'm going to get to the hairdresser in 30 minutes, and if I get there in 30 minutes, I can go and grab a coffee at Costco's, because I have 15 minutes to spare, you see. Intention. And then when it doesn't happen, suffering. The space. The space is not this. You are not this space between the person and the tree. You are the whole encompassing consciousness space. That is your vastness. That is how big you are in your own particular individual singular world. And there are worlds intertwining with worlds within this one earth. And each world is the space. Bubbles popping, space moving all day. You are moving constantly all day. And then you have this ability to see through this eyes in this body and see the tree. But you have also the ability to see through the tree and see the body. But maybe that's too much for you right now. Namaste.